Today, right? So 1, 2,
It's just
3.
chapter 3 and 4.
Oh no. So because we need 3 more lectures, okay? So that means this is actually November the 2nd, yes, correct? Which is Wednesday, yes. And then the following Monday, that's I want to make sure this is correct. Huh? 7, that's Monday. Correct or not?
Yes, correct.
Okay, and then after that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more lectures to finish up the last chapter. Okay, that's good.
It's going to be for test that week.
The last one will be the finals. Okay, so we got a little more time to do the homework. Okay. You know, I have selected the homeworks to be the most suitable for the lecture. I did not give you a lot of assignments, so you should really spend your time to do the homework. Alright, okay. So today let's 2 more examples. So the first one I'm going to do will be a little bit more pretty comprehensive. So before I do that, I'd like to remind you about the model, right? Under the AC condition. So this is the N-channel MOSFET. Okay, and the model looks like this. And source pins, right? And this is VGS. This is GM VGS, right? This current source that depends on the voltage. And then this is R as well. And G7 is called the transconductance. And there's a formula for that. 2 times Kn times BGSQ minus BPN. Okay, so that's the formula for G7 and R slope is 1 over IDQ times lambda. And you remember what's lambda, right? Lambda is called the channel length population coefficient. If lambda is not given, then you can assume that as infinity, right? So then you can carry out R slope. Okay, so let's do the example. And you take this out as your this well to the ground. Yeah. So this type of amplifier is called the common, what is it? Common emitter. I'm sorry, not emitter. Common source. So the input is connected to the gate, and the output is connected to the drain. All right. So R1 equal to 165K, R2 35K, R sub B 7K, R sub S 45K. VPN is 0.8 volt, case when okay. Okay, we're going to find lots of different things, okay? We're going to find, of course, you have to find IDQ first, right? So it's ID, find ID, right? Find A sub V, A sub I, BC low line, AC low line, maximum distorted output voltage swing. Okay. Okay, so that's all the information. Yeah. Okay, first of all, you notice there are two voltage supplies, one on the top, the other one on the bottom, right? And I think every time you see two voltages, you get freaked out. Huh? Yeah, there's no need for that. First of all you have to do is try to find out what is the voltage drop here. Let's call it VR2. Right? Okay? So basically you have a voltage on the top, right? So this is what you have. Right? And that is VR2. So that means you have a total voltage of 10 volts, right? 5 on the top, 5 on the bottom. And then the portion of the drop here is according to the voltage by the roof. Yeah? That's it. So VR2 is equal to 10 times R1 plus R2 and R2. Right? If this is grounded, then VR2 will be just the voltage here, right? Right here, and then the same equation, correct? If you have two voltages, you just have to add them up. That's all. Yeah? So, simple. Okay, so 10, R1, that's 165K, R2 is 35K, and then R2 should be on top, right? 35K. So, this is 1.75K. I'm sorry, 7.75 volt. Okay, now you see there's a loop. Right, this is VGS, right? It's called QE, right? So all you have to do now is you go around the loop. Huh? KVL, right? So VR2 equal to VGSQ, yes? There's nothing here, huh? But even if you have a resistor, there's no voltage drop because the current, you know, the current is 0, right? So it doesn't matter if you have a resistor or not, there's no voltage drop here, right? Okay? So this voltage, you go around the loop, right? This voltage is the sum of what? Of this and that, yes? It has nothing to do with that, got it? Because we are talking about this loop, huh? Plus IDQ times R sub S. Right? Okay, how many unknowns we have? Unfortunately, we have 2 unknowns, right? This one is not known, this one is not known. Right? So therefore, you need a second equation. So you can use this equation for the drain current, Kn VGSQ minus VTN to the square, right? And this is under the assumption that we have what? We have saturation, right? Assume. Later on we have to come back and verify. So now you can put this in here, correct? So you have VR2 equal to VGSQ plus R slash Kn VGSQ minus VTN squared. So now we have one equation and one unknown. Yes? And the unknown is VGSQ. So you can calculate VGSQ. It will be it's a quadratic equation. You're going to get 2 roots. Right? So you're going to select the one that makes sense. 1.5 volts. Right? Then you can put this into this equation. So you can calculate IDQ, right? And 0.5 milliamp. Okay, now we have to try to find out what is VDSQ. Huh? Okay, so now you go to the output loop, right? Go from the top to the bottom. So basically you have a 5-0, right? There's a 5-0 here, so actually 5 plus 5, right? And then IDQRD plus VDSQ plus IDQR slash, right? So IDQ is known, 0.5 milliamp. So therefore I can calculate VDSQ, and that's about 62.25 volts. So now I have to verify the assumption. Huh? So the question now is VDSQ larger than or equal to VD set? Yes? If the answer is yes, then our assumption was correct. So what is VDS set? VD set equal to VGSQ minus VTN, right? That's the formula. And VGSQ was somewhere 1.5, yeah? And this is 0.8, right? So it's 0.7 volt. So the answer is yes, right? So the assumption was correct. Okay. questions so far? Hmm? Yeah, no question. I'm going to move on to the AC analysis. Hmm? Yeah.
For your output loop, that 5.5, there's the 5 up there, and then how did you get the other 5? Was it just negative and negative?
Well, I did it kind of quickly, right? What you need to do is go from the top, right? Yes, okay. So this is 5.0, and then you go to the, and this is, basically that's what it is, yes? Oh, there's a, sorry, there's an R sub D, yeah? R sub S. Okay, so that's the loop, huh? So you go from the ground to the ground, right? Okay, so then this is minus to plus, right? So I know this is a simple KVL. You have learned this before, but I just want to make sure that you really know how to do this, right? Because if you don't know how to do this, you're going to have lots of problems. Okay, so you go from a so minus plus, right? So that's a minus, okay? And then there's a current, right? So and the current only problem here is plus or minus, right? Because the current is going down, right? So it's IDQ R sub D, right? And then this is plus or minus, so this is plus again, DSQ, right? And then this current is again the same, IDQ, and so that's the polarity of the drop, right? So that's plus IDQ R sub S. Yes? Okay, then you have what? Minus and plus, so that becomes negative, right? Minus 5, that's 0.
Okay, so just put it on the other side.
Yeah,
Okay.
so this is the more rigorous, right? More rigorous way to do it. What I did there was a kind of a shortcut. Because I do this all the time, so I know how to do the shortcut, but you want to avoid making mistake, do something like this, yeah? Okay. So now let's do the AC. AC will be more difficult, right? So, okay, so we need to do the equivalent circuit, right, under the AC condition. So you go from the left, this line, right? And then the capacitance is short for now, okay? Lucky. Later we're going to have to account for the effect of the capacitance. Okay, then we have this to the ground, yes? R1 in parallel with R2, yes? And then this is the gate. I want to say this one more time, right? When you have the node is connected to a DC power supply, under the AC condition, that power supply becomes what? Becomes short, right? So therefore, this is ground, okay? I said this many times, okay? So therefore, if this is ground, I can flip this, right? The two become parallel. Okay. Then the drain is connected to R sub B to the ground, yes? Okay, then the source, unfortunately the source is not grounded, right? It is connected to R sub S to the ground. So that is the circuit without the model. So now you can fill in the details. All you have is Actually quite simple, right? I don't have to include R sub O, right? Because lambda is not given. Huh? Got it? So they're supposed to be in R sub O in parallel with that, but since lambda is given, you can assume this is it's an ideal case, huh? And this is BGS. Right? Very simple. Okay. So then that is B sub O. Yes? Of course, sometimes you can have sometimes you can put a capacitor and then you can put an R sub L, right? Then you would have an R sub L in parallel with R sub B, yes? Okay? And sometimes you can have a resistor here, yeah? Then you would have to put it here, right? That will be more difficult. I will try to do something like that later, okay? We'll just start something simple, right? Okay. How do we do now? We need to calculate G sub n, correct? I gave you the formula. Where is it? Oh, it's gone. So with the formula you can use and I got it here. GKN BGSQ minus CTN. Okay, so you do the calculation. It's about 0.01. I forgot the unit for that. Huh? Siemens. Yeah? Okay, good. You need one more. What else do you need? That's it? GN, right? That's what you need. Okay. Okay, so which one you want to find first? Let's do A sub B, right? A sub B is B sub O over B sub I, yes? Yes. Okay, so there's a current, yes, going this way, and then it's GM BGS. So therefore, B sub O is minus GM BGS times R sub B. Right? And now you can see it's a function of BGS. So now you need to try to derive the expression of B sub I as a function of BGS. So B sub I is here, right? And that is equal to this plus that, correct? So B sub I is BGS plus, right? This plus that is the same as this line. And what is that? What is this? The voltage drop here is this current multiplied to R sub S. Yes? Okay? GN BGS times R sub S. That's it. Very simple. So now you have the expression of V sub I as a function of BGS. I can assure you that the exam would not be so easy. Huh? Right. So now you take the ratio. So V sub O on the top, right? So it's minus G sub M R sub B 1 plus G sub M R sub S. Correct? Yeah? Oh, A sub B. Okay. Now you plug in equations. I'm sorry, plug in the numbers. What did I get? I get minus 5.8. Okay. Any questions on this? No? All right. Now let's try to figure out. Let me keep that circuit. Now let's try to figure out the current gain. So now I want to find out what is A sub I. And A sub I is equal to I out over I in. Yes. So I out is so this is what we call I out. Yes. And this is what we call I in. Yes. Okay. I sub I is very simple. It is just the opposite of yes. Yeah. If you have two branches, then you have to use the current divider rule, right? But we don't have. So make it easy. All right. What is I sub I? I sub I is V sub I over R1 integral with R2. Yes? Huh? Now, this is not connected, right? If this were connected, then it's a different story. Huh? So this is open. So this is a independent loop.
Now, since this is not connected though, when you were solving for VI, what did you have to add VGS plus the voltage over RS?
Well, the voltage and the currents are different concepts, right? So when you talk about voltage, you agree that it's the voltage, right? Same, right? Agree? Unless you have a resistor here, right? If you have a resistor, then this voltage will not be the same as that voltage. You know that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, so this voltage the same as the voltage. With this voltage the same as the voltage from here to here. Is it the same? Unless you have something here. Right? Okay. Then, so this voltage is the same as that voltage. Yeah? And that voltage must be this voltage plus that voltage. That's it. Now, it's open. Open means you have a voltage. If it's a short, that means you have no voltage. So if this is connected short to that, then this voltage is 0. That's the basic concept, right? Okay, then you say, okay, what is the current from here to here? There's no current. It's open. Open means you have voltage, but you have no current. Short means you have no voltage, you have current. That is the basic of the basic of circuit. Yeah? Okay. So let me come back here. You know, my son, he's quite old now. Actually, not so old. Older than you, okay? He's 31 years old. Okay. So when he went to the college, right? He asked me, okay, so tell me, what should I be get into? Right? What's the major? I say, I'm in electrical, right? So you should try electrical. So he went to Georgia Tech, right? So he took, he went there, he started with the electrical engineering. And then he took a class like this, you know, circuit, okay, in maybe the second semester or something. Then he got so, I don't know, he got so scared by this stuff, okay? So then he told me I'm going to quit electrical, okay? I said, well, if you don't like circuit, you can never survive, right? Because that is one of the pillars of electrical engineering. So I say, well, what are you going to change to? He said, I like something more medical stuff. So then, so he went into biomedical. Yeah. And he did well, by the way. So he finished, right? Then he asked me, what should I do next? I said, get a PhD, right, in biomedical. He said, well, I don't like engineering anymore. I like medical stuff because it's bio, right? So it's related to medical. So then he took there's an exam for the dental. I forgot the name. MCAT is for medical school, right? MCAT. Dental is called something. Anyway, if you want to get into dental school, you have to take the exam. So he took the exam and he did well. Then he became so now he's a dentist. So what I'm saying is that if you want to survive in electrical engineering, right, you must be a friend of circuit. Okay, you must like it. Yeah. If you don't like it, you're gonna have a lot of trouble. Okay, so we were here, huh? I almost forgot where I was. So, and the V sub, the good news is that V sub we have an expression of V sub is a function of VGS. Yes? So therefore I can come here. VGS plus GM R sub S VGS, right? R1 compared with R2. Okay, so that's good. So now we have I sub I expressed in terms of VGS. So now I can take the ratio, right? Because this is a function of VGS, so it's minus G sub M R1 in pair with R2. Yes? Divided by 1 plus G sub M R sub S. Correct? Okay. So if we have no objections, then that's correct. And this is minus 4.8. I like to keep this, I like to keep that. I don't have a place to, maybe I should erase that. All right. Now what do we do? Oh, maybe it's a good time to say, okay, if I give you some type of V sub I, then what is the waveform and output? Well, okay. So let's say if V sub I is given, it's 1 sin omega t millivolts. Right? So let's say you have a circuit in the lab like this, right? And then you put a signal generator, right? And you can tune the signal generator and you put a 1 millivolt sine omega waveform. And then you can use a probe, right, at the output. You can look at the waveform of the current and the voltage, correct? Okay, so here we can use the equations to try to predict what type of waveform we get. Okay, so for this type of input, what is V sub O and what is I sub O? Well, you should know that V sub O has two components, right? DC plus AC, correct? What is the DC? What's DC? Now, for DC, you cannot come here and take a look at here, okay? For DC, you have to come here. So what is the voltage of here? To the ground. To the ground. Okay? What is it? Yes. It is VO, huh? That's the PC, okay? Is VDD, not VDD. What's the voltage on top? 5, right? Minus IDQ R sub D, correct? That's your V sub O on the DC function. Or you can say, or V sub O PC is equal to VDSQ plus IDQ R sub S. You're not finished yet, right? because we are not to the ground yet. It's a 5 volt. Question is plus or minus 5 volt? Right? It's minus 5, right? So either equation give you the same answer, right? So that's the DC part, correct? What about the AC part? For the AC part, come here, you basically look at what is the voltage here, yes? So V sub O AC part is just V sub I times A sub B, right? So A sub B was about 6, right? So it's times so minus 6 sine omega t millivolts, right? So therefore, the total voltage is the sum of this and that. Yep. Okay, now let's look at the I/O. I/O has again DC and AC, correct? What is the DC? What is DC? What is the current? What is the current going through R sub B? The current is just IDQ, correct? So for the DC part, it's just IDQ, right? And for the AC part, is I sub I times A sub I. Okay, now the question is, what is I sub I? Oh, it's here, right? So I sub I is I sub in, V sub in divided by what? R1 in parallel is R2, right? Is it? So that current is just that divided by that. So then you get something, then you multiply to A sub I, they give you the AC component. So AC and DC, the summation of that give you the total current. Huh? Okay. Now let's do the low lines. I know you don't like the low lines. But you have to know how to draw it. Okay. So the low line is according to the output loop DC KVL, right? So it's K equal to ID RD plus VDS plus ID RS, right? So that is the KVL of the output loop. So based on that, you can sketch the DC low line, right? So therefore, what is RDC? By looking at it, you should know RDC is what? Right? Which is RD and RS, so it's 7.5K, yes? Okay, so that is the DC low line. This is VDD, right? Which is 10 volt. You have to add the top and the bottom voltage, okay? And then this one is what? This one is a VDD over RDC, right? So what is it? 10 divided by 7.5, yes? So that's about 1.3 milliamp. Okay, so these are the two boundaries of the DC low line. The Q point What was IDQ we found? 0.5, right? 0.5. So this is 1.3, so it's a little lower. So the Q point, so IDQ is 0.5 milliamp, right? That's IDQ. And VDSQ, 6.50, right? Okay, but this is not the range of the DC operation. For the MOSFET, the upper limitation is decided by the T point. Yes? So therefore, there's an IDT and there's a VDST. All right. So how do we find the T point? The same equation, right? But the current and the voltage would have T now. So it's 10 equal to IDT RD plus VDST plus IDT RST. Oh, RS. Right? The same equation, but put T. And then the second question can get is what? Is IDT is always equal to Kn VDST to the square, right? Okay, so now if you combine these two equations, you can solve for IDT, you can solve for VDST, right? So IDT, according to my notes, I got 1.2 milliamp. Now again, the value of IDT must be located between here and here, right? Otherwise, something's wrong. Huh? Okay, so therefore, as far as the DC operation is concerned, what is the range for the current? Huh? The range of the current under the DC condition is what? It's between IDT and 0, right? That is the DC operation. Now, for the AC operation, there's an AC low line. So now if you look at the circuit, what is the AC low line? Huh? So the question is, what is RAC? Same, right? For this circuit, RAC is the same as RDC, yes? Correct? Unless I have a capacitor, I have a resistor, huh? Okay, so it's the same. So therefore, AC and BC low lines are the same, huh? Okay, so if I just put it here, right? That's also so this is both DC and AC. All right, now based on that, what is the maximum undistorted string for I sub P? As far as the AC is concerned, it is also from this IDT to 0, right? Because AC low line and DC low line overlap each other. So the maximum, so this is the total range, right? The maximum string depends on what? Depends on the smaller window of the two, right? So you have a window here, you have a window here, correct? So which one is smaller? The lower one is smaller, right? So therefore, the maximum ID string is the smaller of the two, so that's 0.5 milliamp. Yes? Okay, then what is the maximum V slope swing? This is equal to the maximum ID swing times, because this is ID, right? If you multiply that to R sub P, that is V slope. So therefore, it's multiplied to R sub P. Right? That is the relationship between V slope and the I sub P, right? As you can circle. So therefore, it's a 0.5 milliem times R sub P is 7K. So it's a 3.5 volt peak. Yeah? So that is the maximum output swing can have before you have any distortion. Okay. Any questions? Now I'm going to change the circuit so that we would have different AC load line and a different DC load line. Right? Okay. How am I going to do? I'm going to use the red pen, okay, to make my change. I'm going to simply put a capacitor across here. Okay. So let me erase this, right? Okay. So for the modified problem, I'm going to use the red color, okay? So that there will be no confusion. So if I put a capacitor here, the DC analysis is the same, right? Agree or not? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
So all the DC equations we have derived, all the values are not changed. Yes? Okay. Because it's open, right? Under the DC condition. Under the AC condition, however, the equations will be different because now this is short. Got it? This becomes short. Huh? Actually, the problem becomes easier, right? So A sub B, for example, A sub B now becomes what? Minus G sub M R sub D divided by what? Huh? Divided by 1, because R sub S becomes 0. Okay, so I'm not going to do all this, okay? You know how to do it, okay? So the equation for A sub B, the equation for A sub I are different by the fact that R sub S becomes 0. Okay. Now I'm going to do the AC and DC load line, okay? The DC load line remains the same, right? So the DC load line remains the same. What was this? 10 volt, right? What was this? 1.3 milliem. Q point, the same, right? This is a 0.5 milliem, correct? So this is the DC load line. And remember, RTC, RD plus R sub S is 7.5K. Okay, now I'm going to, this the locus, right? So that's the T point. That's the same. Also, IDT. So IDT we have found was, what was it? 1.2 million. Okay, so everything so far remains the same. Huh? Now I'm going to put the DC load line. Yes? I'm sorry, AC load line. So RAC now is what?
RD.
Yes, R sub D which is equal to 7K, correct? Is it 7K? Possibly.
Yeah.
Okay? So that means the curve would have a steeper slope, right? Okay. Now the question is, how do you figure out the upper bound of the AC operation? By the way, where's the upper bound? The upper bound is right here, right? That is the upper bound. And I'm going to call this P prime point. Okay. So for this circuit, under the AC condition, the upper bound is IDP prime. And the lower bound is 0. So how do I find IDP prime? Huh? How do I do that? Well, we can use an approximation, and we can use the trigonometrical analysis. Okay. So if you look at here, if I assume this is vertical, okay? If I assume that's vertical, then there are two triangles. Huh? Right? So, triangle. This is what? This one is IDT. This is IDT prime, correct? And what is the base? Huh? If this is vertical, what is the base right here? That is what? VDST, correct? Yeah? So the base go from VDST to where? What is this? VDSQ, correct? So therefore this is VDST, this is VDSQ. Okay, what's the slope? Minus 1 over RAC, which is minus 1 over 7K. All right, tell me, what am I looking for exactly? I am looking for, I can say I'm looking for this, correct? Once I know that, I know what is the value of I prime dt, because I prime dt will be equal to I dt plus star. Correct? By the way, right here, this is I dq, right? Okay, so based on the triangle, you know how to find this one, yeah? So the height divided by the base, which is not BGS, not VDS, right? So VDS minus VDST equal to what? Huh? Height divided by base is always the what? The slope, right?
Would it be negative?
No need to put negative here. Yeah. So therefore, the star is equal to what? VTSQ minus VTST over 7,000, right? Let me see if I have the value for that. I'm not sure I have it. don't have it. Well, BDSQ we know. What is it? Let me remind you. BDS is 6.25 volt, right? Correct? Yeah, okay. In the BDST, by the way, did I give you the value of that? I gave you the value of that, right? Then you can put that back in, and you can find out what is BDST. And according to my notes, BDST is about 1.5 volts. So now if you put here, this divided by 7,000, what do you get? Let's say this is about 1, right? I'm sorry, about 5. 5 divided by 7,000. So what do you get? Huh? 0.6. 0.6, yeah? In here. Okay, thank you. So therefore, IDT prime is equal to, as I say, IDT plus that, right? IDT was 1.2, right? 1.2 milliamp plus 0.6 milliamp, so it's 1.8 milliamp. Okay, so therefore, under the AC operation, the range goes from, the ID range, goes from where? Goes from 0 to IDT prime. Yep? That's the AC condition. Under the DC condition, if you have DC operation, the range goes from 0 to what? IDT, right? Which is 0 to 1.2 milliamp. And this one is 1.8 milliamp. So you get a larger range. But it does not mean your swing can be improved. Depends on what? Depends on the location of the Q point, right? So now this is the range of AC operation. Unfortunately, your Q point is located below the midpoint. So therefore the swing, again, the swing is limited by the lower, the smaller window, right? So it doesn't matter how much you get increased on the top. You get the same swing. Understand on that? Unless I can move up the Q point to somewhere here, right? Then this increase would be beneficial. I'm not sure you're following me, but I assume you do. Can I assume? Huh? Yeah, okay. Let's say if my IDT prime is the same, okay? What is the best Q point you can have? Where is it? Where is it? In the middle of where? In the middle of IDT prime and 0, right? So therefore, the best location for the Q point will be 1/2 of IDT prime. Huh? Now again, if the AC low line and the DC low lines are the same, then IB prime will be the same as IBT, right? Then you don't have to do all this stuff. But when they are different, then you will have to do some what I have just done. So you'll be wishing that the problem would not have different low lines, huh? Okay, let me pause for a while. And so we have finished the example, okay? Let me see how much time I have. Oh. Can you do 10 minutes?
So, like the AC analysis chapter in the last one, this chapter is more significant for our upcoming test.
Oh, definitely. But you also have to understand the previous chapter, right? Because you have to do PC analysis. So they are related.
Says it's only in chapter 5 or chapter.
3 and 4.
It'll be 3 and 4. This is 4. We have just finished 3. I don't know if I can do anything, so I guess we have to stop. Let's stop here. One problem for the whole lecture. But it's very comprehensive. Okay, so it covers almost everything.